Hi, my name's Howard Rontal, and I'm the founder of the Myofascial Release Massage. I've also been a certified Hellerwork practitioner for the last 32 years. I'd like to tell you in this short clip a little bit about the Myofascial Release Massage, but to do that I'm going to have to talk to you about Rolfing and Hellerwork. Now, you may have heard of Rolfing, and there's less chance you've probably heard of Hellerwork, but Hellerwork is the closest, or one of the closest, of the Rolfing derivatives. Now, the purpose of Rolfing is to align the body in gravity by the manipulation of the body's fascial tissue. Now, why is that important? Why should you care about that? Well, a body that's not aligned in gravity is a body that's constantly resisting the pull of gravity. So if I'm sitting upright like this, I'm quite balanced and my muscles in my body are quite relaxed. But if I'm like this, I don't know if you can see this on camera, I hope you can, my body is twisted and out of alignment with gravity, and I have to resist the pull of gravity so I don't fall over. Well, that chronic resistance to the pull of gravity causes lots of chronic and acute stress, tension, and pain, and eventually decreases range and ease of motion. Through the manipulation of fascial tissue, through the techniques developed by Ida Rolf, we can straighten this body out and put it in good alignment again. And a body that's aligned feels much more comfortable, much more free, much more pleasurable to be in, and functions much better, and frankly wears out a whole lot more slowly than a body that's not aligned in gravity. Just so that you can test this out, so that you can feel this, everybody stick their head forwards. I know you're watching a video now, but you're probably by yourself, so stick your head forward and notice all the stress and tension in your neck and shoulders. Imagine what that would be like if it were constant, if this was your permanent alignment. Now, bring your head back and balance it on your neck and shoulders and feel the difference. And then imagine what that difference could feel like over the whole body. So here's the difference between the myofascial release massage and Rolfing and Hellerwork. In Rolfing and Hellerwork, we manipulate fascial tissue for the purpose of aligning the body in gravity. And the side benefit of that process is the release of lots of chronic and acute stress, tension, and pain, and increased range and ease of motion. In the myofascial release massage, I've essentially turned the whole thing on its head. And you learn to release chronic and acute stress, tension, and pain, and increase range and ease of motion. And the side benefit of that process is generally some postural change. But there's a couple of differences here. The first one is, you probably won't know what you did to get that postural change. Now, if you employ the myofascial release massage a lot over many sessions over the course of a few years, you'll probably start to figure it out. But it will probably take that before you do. It's not what we teach. We don't teach you to align the body in gravity. We teach you to release chronic and acute stress, tension, and pain, and increase range and ease of motion. The other difference is you probably won't get the degree of postural change you'd get if you were employing the 10 sessions of Rolfing and Hellerwork. Now, there's another issue that I need to address here as well. Many of you, if you've heard of Rolfing, have heard that it's very painful. And in fact, my own personal experience of that many years ago is that in fact it was. I had a Rolfing series from a fellow who trained in Ida Rolf's last class, and it was, to be blunt, terribly painful. The difference here comes in with Joe Heller. Joe Heller trained under Ida Rolf, but he soon realized that the work didn't have to hurt the way he learned to do it. And Joe began teaching Hellerwork in a way that was more gentle. That's not to say that it's painless. There is pain, but often when there is, it hurts good. I'm sure you've heard that expression before. My clients, for instance, don't go around remembering that they were in excruciating pain. Now, by the way, I don't want to put Rolfing in a bad light. Number one, it's very effective. And number two, many Rolfers learned eventually what Joe Heller discovered. The difference with Joe Heller is he's at least the first Rolfer I know to create a derivative of Rolfing where he taught people to work more gently. So if you like what you're hearing, if you feel an attraction to this work, please visit my website or my YouTube channel and check out the videos there. I have a video library currently of 27 different strokes. And if those are interesting to you, if you use them in your practice and you find them helpful, then perhaps we'll see you in class.